Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do Comic Book Haul week number 144. That's right, fans. A lot of good books out this week. I can't wait to get my hands on them. And I'm in the garage today, toughing out the freezing weather. But I guess I have it nice in comparison to some other parts of the country today because I know it's snowing and it's like 10 degrees, and well, here in Florida, the high is like 49. So I guess I got it good. So I'm going to tough it out in the garage so I can do this comic book haul for you guys. And so with that being said, let's get started. All right. Here's our bag this week. So there's a lot of good books to come out this week. And get all this stuff out of the way. And if you guys live in the Orlando area that watch my channel, you guys can check out my comic book store. They have it's Comic Central. They're having a huge sale at my store over in the Sanford area. They have a great Black Friday sale. If you guys want to go check that out, it's actually on Thursday of Thanksgiving at 6:30 p.m. All kinds of cool hardcover trades and things like that are on sale. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. All right, moving forward now. The actual comics for this week. What did I pick up? Well, there's some good stuff here, guys. Look at that stack. All right. So first off, Marvel's long-awaited Spider-Woman issue number 1. And it looks like this story arc is she's going to be teaming up with Silk, and then eventually Silk is going to get her own comic as well. Dennis Hopeless is the writer of this book. He's written Avengers Academy. He wrote the Avengers Undercover series. I like his writing, so I'm hopeful that he does a good Spider-Woman here. Really like the cover. And again, I just hope and pray that it's good. I'm not a fan of Mr. Land's artwork, but I have my fingers crossed. So we'll see where it goes. So this is Spider-Woman issue number 1. All right. Next, we have in 6 months, time runs out. The new Avengers. We're on issue number 26 with this book. Here it has Iron Man in his new silver armor, and he's on his knees. I have no idea why. I'm just starting to pick up this series again to get an idea of what's going on, because this is the book that leads into the Secret Wars. So I want to have an idea of somehow, some way of what's going on. Even though I know Jonathan Hickman is writing this, I might be lost, but I need to have some kind of clue. So that's the new Avengers issue number 26. All right, next we have from DC Comics, and this is the New 52's Future End issue number 29. So we're going to get the new revelation of who the new Firestorm is in this issue, or is this just a misleading cover? But based off of the cover, it looks like Madison and I think Jason are combined together in the Firestorm Matrix and going to make this new Firestorm. So, hopefully it's a good issue. I'm waiting for a good issue of Future's End. We haven't had one in a while, and until now, we'll see. So this is issue number 29, Future's End. All right. Next, this is a book that I'm excited for. This book here, and I love the cover of this book too. Justice League. Issue number 36. What is the secret of the Amazo virus? Just love the hazardous chemical symbol on there, and it's got your Justice League characters on there. I think it's a phenomenal cover, and we got left with a huge cliffhanger in the last issue with the canister opening up, and nobody knew what Lex Luthor was actually holding there. So can't wait to see what this story is about. And so this is Justice League issue number 36. All right, next on the list is a book that hasn't been out in a while, and I heard that they were having issues finding a colorist for this book, and they finally found one, and it looks like it is Invincible issue number 115. I'm trying to remember what happens. We find out that the baby lives, that Adam Eve is going to be okay, and that Omni-Man and the Vulture-mites are working together with Rex, and he's running the world. So, and he was left making a decision if he did the right thing. So I can't wait to get back into Invincible. It just seems like it's been forever since this series has come out. But we finally got issue 115 upon us, and I'll be reviewing this one over on Comic Frontline this week, guys. So that's Invincible issue 115. All right, next we have a book from Marvel that I am anticipating, and that is Guardians of the Galaxy, issue number 21. Yeah, this is all about the symbiote planet. So as you can see, we have Flash, the Guardians there, and a whole bunch of symbiotes. So I guess this planet all has to do with symbiotes, obviously, and maybe where the symbiote has come from. So I'm really interested about that. I'm really hoping that the Guardians get a real solid story to help develop their characters more, which I don't seem to see that often in this series. They're always surrounded by somebody else helping them. So I would love to see just more of them and develop their characters and go on their own adventures. And hopefully we'll get that eventually. But right now, it's got to deal with the Flash. And this is Guardians of the Galaxy issue number 21. We'll be reviewing this issue here on Comic Book Corner 2.0. All right. Next, we have from Zenescope, and that's Grim Fairy Tales, issue number 104. Great series, like I've said before, guys. It's been redone. Great jumping on point starting from 101. And each issue is giving you a little glimpse of the individual characters that are in the series, I think, before they jump into the main stories. So I really like what Patrick Shan is doing here with this series, getting you vested in these characters, get to know them a little bit better, so then you'll feel more connected going into the adventures ahead. So if you guys want to give this one a try, this is Grim Fairy Tales, issue number 104. All right, next we have a really fun book for me right now. I'm really enjoying it. The best that I've read in the series in a long time, and that's Fantastic Four, issue number 13. It won't be long until it goes back to its original numbering, which I'll be excited about because it's the one comic out there that will still have its original numbering and before it does get canceled. And this is awesome. This is Fantastic Four back in blue, and it's cool to see all their characters back in the blue once again. And it looks like Johnny Storm is maybe rescues everybody and gets the team back together on good standings with each other. So this is issue number 13. We're left hanging in the last issue with a Heroes Reborn Iron Man. So we'll see where this series plays off of that. So yeah, cool stuff here. Leonard Kirk's awesome with the artwork. James Robinson, great writing on the book. All right. Next, we have a series that, for me, it's okay. It's kind of just average for me. It's not blowing me out of the water like, Earth 2 did when Tom Taylor was on it. Now, I know this is the weekly series, and you get a ton of writers on it. And but, yeah, this is World's End issue number 7, and based off of the Earth 2 main book. They kind of tie in together. And, again, this series is okay for me. You get all these Furies that are with Apocalypse, and they're in these fire pits, and you got Green Lantern and Solomon Grundy working together, and you got clones of Superman, and it's just like, what is going on? There's just so much happening. You got Barbara Gordon, who's obviously taking control, that she's the police officer in her camp, and it's just a lot of stuff going on in here. That's what these weeklies have to offer because they got to continue all the way through next year. So honestly, when these weekly series will be over, I'll be happy because that's two out of the 3 I read each week, and that's $6. So we'll see where it goes. World's End issue number 7. All right, next we have another thing that focuses around Apocalypse these days, and this is Batman and Robin. Robin Rises Part 4. We get to see all our heroes go after Damian and try to get Damian's body on Apocalypse. And it's really cool because you get to see all the previous Robins all dress up in Robin costumes and kind of playing tribute to him to go rescue him with Batman. So It's a cool series. We all knew that pretty much Damian is going to be the one that returns as Robin. He comes back with superpowers. We're going to see where that all goes, but it's the journey getting there that is fun to read. So this is Batman and Robin issue number 36. All right, here's another book. That seems to be a weekly. This is a weekly event book that's going on, and this is Avengers X-Men Book 2 Inversion number 6. It's a long title. Yeah, last issue we got to see the mutants have attacked the Avengers and they're trapped in the Avengers Tower, and Apocalypse and all the other X-Men are about to destroy the Avengers because they're humans and the X-Men want nothing to do with humans again. So I still don't know what to expect out of Access here when it's all said and done. How our characters will be affected, how they'll stay affected, not sure, but it's an entertaining read for the most part. Not the best event I've read, but it's okay. So this is Access issue number 6. I love the cover here with Tony and the girls and the drink in his hand. Just plays off of his Superior Iron Man title that's going on right now. All right. Next, we have another Avengers book, and that's the other one. 6 months, time runs out. This is the one I feel that has a little bit more, is more confusing for me. This one has Cyclops on it, and it's got Hank McCoy. Not sure what's really going on here, but I'm going to read it again, try to understand what's going on in Avengers, and see how this all connects to the future event that's coming up, which is known as Secret Wars. So this is Avengers issue number 38. All right, next. We've got a lot of books this week, man. Next is a book that I'll be definitely reviewing this week right here on Comic Book Corner 2.0, and that is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10, featuring the Superior Spider-Man. And I know this now is focusing on Spider-Verse. I was disappointed with the whole Spider-Verse number 1, paying $5 for more stuff that we just pretty much already knew what was going on. Just more Spider-Verse stuff, like different types of Spider-Men. So really didn't drive the story at all. But this one continues off of Spider-Man issue number 9. As soon as I get done doing this haul, I'm going to be reading this and reviewing it right here, guys. So stay tuned for that one. So this is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10. All right. Next we have, playing off of Death of Wolverine, we have the Weapon X program, issue number 2. In the last issue, you get to see this revelation of this different forms of either Wolverine or whatever they all had some kind of powers. And at the end of the last issue, you got to see a clone reveal himself, and he looked just like Logan. So it was pretty wild and probably pretty taken back, and you kind of wonder, is this clone going to get his memories back or somehow get Logan's memories? Might become the next Wolverine. Not sure. But it did pique my interest to pick up issue 2 and see where this series is going. So this is Weapon X program, issue number 2, written by Charles Soule. All right. Next we have a book that I haven't read because they had the whole Doomsday thing going on, and that was Superman, Wonder Woman. That's all done and over with. We have a new creative team on this. We got Peter J. Tomasi is on this book, and we got a new artist as well called Doug Manicki. But just opening up the book, it looks brilliant. I have no idea what the story is about, but the action scenes look pretty awesome. But then I look at Superman's facial expression, and then I get that. So I'm kind of like, oh damn, why did I look at that second page? I'm like, well, great action scenes, and he gets his crazy mouth with Superman. I don't know, but we'll see where it goes. We'll see where the story goes. I'm hoping it's good because I loved this title before. So this is Superman, Wonder Woman issue number 13, and I think it was trying to remember who Tony S. Daniel wrote this book before and did the artwork. So yeah, all right, still going. Next book we have independent comic from Image. This one is called Synergy. It looked interesting. I saw it on my digital reviews that I get pre-copies of, and I said, well, this one looks interesting enough to actually buy. So I decided to buy it. It was $3.50. Very different style of art. Got these deep colors in certain panels or whatnot. And this is from the creator, the co-creator of Powers. So yeah, we'll see what this one's about. I want to review this. I mean, look at the artwork in here. It's kind of odd, but it just has me. It just has me intrigued. Going, wow, what is this actually about? So this is Synergy issue #1 by Image. All right, and finally, last but not least, we get the book that's probably one of the most anticipated books of the week, and a lot of people have been waiting for this book, and it is Wonder Woman issue #36. That's right. This is done by Meredith Finch, and this is done by David Finch. So husband and wife are the ones that are doing this book right now, which I think is phenomenal. I've had a chance to meet Meredith Finch on one of our Comic Frontline interviews that we have. Really nice lady. David Finch artwork is great, and I cannot wait to see what this book has to offer for its readers. The artwork, I like David Finch's artwork. I think it's awesome. Really cool stuff. Been seeing that cover forever, and looking forward to it. Can't see where it goes from here. So Wonder Woman issue #36, guys. All right, so there it is, fans. There is the long haul for the week. I'm sorry this was longer than usual. We had a lot of books there. I think there must have been like 15, 16 books. But my cover of the week goes between Wonder Woman and Justice League. And I've been waiting a long time for this book right here. So it's going to go to Wonder Woman. I think this cover is amazing. Really well done. Cover of the week for me, followed up by this Justice League cover. I think this is a really cool cover as well. So again, guys, there is your haul for the week. As always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Stay tuned for that Spider-Verse review. Stay tuned with Wonder Woman review being reviewed here. And guys, you can see Spider-Woman review being reviewed on Comic Frontline and Invincible. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. And until the next comic book review, this is Mark Spider Slayer signing off.